What's up, guys? Me, the Golden Child. Welcome to What I'm Reading. Pretty much right now, I'm just going to be telling you guys about the books that I'm reading, how they make me feel, and my experiences with them. I'm not going to be sharing any information about what's inside the book. If you want that information or if you want to read along with me, click the link in the description, join my book club. And with that being said, let's get into it. So, the name of this book is Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus by John Gray. He has a PhD. Basically, it's a practical guide for improving communication and getting what you want in your relationships. I read this book because, I started realizing that there's a book for everything, and I was having some problems in my relationship. So I picked up this book, and it's kind of like a magical story about like how I came across this book too. Pretty much, it was like after a breakup, and you know what I'm saying, I was going through some emotional things, and my mom like came to visit, and she was like, hey, do you she woke me up early too, like she had like came, she spent the night, and then like the next morning or whatever, she like came in my room early, you know what I'm saying, like early for me on a weekend, like seven, maybe six, 7, 6. She was like, hey, do you want to go to this store that she used to take me and my brother to when we were kids, that I haven't been to in years. So she was like, hey, do you want to go to this store? And like I said, it's a store that she used to take us to as kids, and I haven't been there in years. So really, I was gonna say no because I was tired, didn't really care, you know what I mean? Like, I was originally gonna say no, but just out of the kindness really in me, like, you don't really get to see your mom that often, you know what I'm saying? You should just do it just so you can, while you can, you know what I'm saying? So I said, yeah. So we go to this store, and the thing that's so like magical, I guess you could say, about it is like, it's kind of like a nostalgic like feeling when you go to a place that you used to go to as a kid, like, I don't know, it's kind of like going back in time almost. It's an interesting feeling. So I'm in this place, and I kind of already knew like something was gonna happen, because like that's just how it goes, Really, that's just how it goes. Like, I knew something. I knew I was gonna get something out of going on a spiritual level, not something like as in money or saying anything like that. I knew like by doing the right thing, I was gonna get something, like they was gonna give back to me. So I go there, and literally like in the middle of the shelf, you know what I'm saying. Keep in mind, like I'm going through stuff in my relationship. Then I see this book literally like sitting on the shelf, like out in the open. You know what I'm saying? No books, literally sitting on the shelf. You know, like that, like open, kind of. It's literally sitting on the shelf. Like, this is the answer to all your problems right here. I grabbed it. I grabbed it, and I think it only cost me like $3. And originally, this book was $23. I was so excited when I first got this book. I was ready to read it like immediately. It's a guide on relationships. Like, let me slow down. Like, y'all don't understand. Like, black people have like black people, black children make up the greatest population of people who come up in single parent households. More black kids grew up in single parent households than any other race. Part of this is because black and black. Partly because we don't. Most of us don't even get to see our parents together because divorces and stuff like that. So you're really supposed to learn about like love and relationship and stuff like that from your parents, but that ain't always the case. So if you don't learn it, you're gonna have trouble showing love. You're gonna have trouble recognizing love. You know what I'm saying? So is and love is like a part of life. It's very important that you understand like what it is and how your relationship with it. This book is a practical guide for improving communication and getting what you want out of your relationships. They talk about really just understanding, because when you have, that's all it is, understanding. It's usually just misunderstandings, but once we can understand each other, we'll be good. It'll be all good. But yeah, I really did enjoy this book. Oh yeah, when I first got it, my mom like also I think she like, I don't know if she read it. She might have, but I know she definitely said she's heard of it before, and she heard it was a good book too. So this is like, when your parents put you onto something, it's usually good. So this is like, this was like a really good book. If you having any trouble in your relationships, or I don't know, whatever, if you want more out of your relationships, you just want to understand it, you know what I mean? If you want more out of your relationships, I recommend this book to you, because honestly, after reading it, I told the girl like afterwards, like, hey, I read this book, you know what I'm saying? And I think she like appreciated, you know what I'm saying? I guess that I like went out of my way to like self educate, like I'm serious, like I'm gonna go read a book, you know what I'm saying? It just wasn't gonna work out. So we still didn't end up getting back together. But what I'm saying is like I've gained so much. I gained so much more out of my relationships after men don't. Most dudes don't even try to respect women feelings. Like this is why men will like put their hands on women, and I'm just like, of course, if you can't even keep your hands off a woman, like if you can't even respect her physically, then you can't even respect. Of course, you're not gonna respect her feelings, but like this is like the most important thing to a woman, and like because dudes be like, you know what I'm saying, playing mind games and just not respecting their feelings. These women be having psychological disorders. It's sad, but hey, it is what it is. Men like to feel free. Also, men are like, he says that men are like rubber bands and women are like waves. Basically, men, we like to stay for a minute and then we like to go off. When you go off, you don't necessarily have to like have sex with somebody else, but for the most part, we just like to go off and like be on our own, alone, in our thoughts once in a while. And then once we like feel alone, we come back. You know what I'm saying? Boom. Women, they are like waves. Basically, it's like a cycle with them. Like they'll just be happy, and then you know what I'm saying, slowly get sad, and then once they peak sadness, they just start to feel happy again. And really, it's just a matter of where you catch them on their cycle. Really, that's all it is. But a wise man can wait it out because he knows that his woman is she's just on her cycle. You know what I'm saying? That's it. So it's like, yeah, just be aware of the cycle. Understand that she can't be happy all the time. Like he said, to expect a woman to be happy all the time or in a good mood all the time is like expecting the sun to shine all the time. Sun can't shine all the time. It's gonna rain sometimes. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Wait it out. You'll be good. That's all it is. It's not really hard. It's just a matter of communication. tells you how to score points specifically. Also, if you support what I'm doing, want to help me spread positivity in the streets, bring people together, and encourage people to read more, get yourself a bookmark. Each bookmark is completely unique, has my contact information on it, and they're only $4. Click the link in the description. Hope to see all of you guys there. As always, I love y'all. Have a good one.